the release of Disney's latest live-action adaptation, it's time to talk about Lady and the Tramp. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a cinematastic day. I'm Josh, this is Simply Cinema, and before I get into my thoughts on Lady and Tramp, I'd love to hear yours down in comments below. Let me know what you thought of it. And if you're new here to Simply Cinema, please click that subscribe button because we talk all things movies here, and if you relate to that, be sure to hit that subscribe button because in the next couple weeks I'll be getting out my ranking of all 3 Lady and the Tramp movies as well as all 15 Disney live-action movies ranked from the worst to the best. But without further ado, let's get into my review. Lady and the Tramp covers the story of Lady who is a comfortable living at home type of Cocker Spaniel, and when her owners have a baby, things get tough and she gets less attention and she ends up in a situation where she's out loose on the street because the dog sitter couldn't take care of her. And when she befriends this one stray mutt, she learns to become what is part of the street dog sort of race and knowing how to live that life, but also getting back home becomes a problem as there's different situations that makes it tense. Starting with the positives, I can already appreciate the adaptation where they're trying to change a few different things, the direction in which the story heads. And while it still has the same general story, it's not playing necessarily the safe route of some of the other Disney live-action films, and that's why I already can appreciate it about it. And the cast of Theroux as the Tramp and Tessa Thompson as Lady do a really good job in their parts, and they make the movements in the mouths of the different CGI and effects on the dogs in a way that looks believable, and it feels like you're actually getting them talking and living as their roles. And because I'm already a dog lover of seeing real life dogs, even if they do fictitious talking, then I already really love this film a little bit more than the original just because you get the real life dogs, you get to see their adorable little puppies, and the way they interact with the story is really well done, and it seems a lot more believable, and the story flows really well from the beginning to the end in different ways that it's a little bit more easier to understand the story they're trying to tell and where they're taking the story. Even though it's quite simple of a story, there's a little bit of a flair that makes it more easy to follow. And within the mix, I had a few laughs and I had a few moments that were sentimentally pleasing that really lived up to the original and what it had to offer, readapting the scenes and also giving its own take on how certain scenes go. On to negatives, the biggest negative I had with this film is when it tended to focus a little bit more on the humans, because the original was intending to focus on the dogs, showing people that dogs have feelings in this regard of love and different ways of living on the street versus living in the home. And the way it had the humans' faces didn't bother me as much if they just kept it simple and more to the story of the original. But when they added extra scenes with the humans, when they focused more on the humans and added different ways where they didn't totally understand the dog's feelings and what they're trying to do, it just felt off in that same way that they seem to be a bit more comprehensible in the original, whereas in this one it just felt like they focused on the humans too much. Besides the fact that I didn't care as much as how they depicted the Siamese cats in this film, and a couple of the other side characters didn't give as much of the performance as I kind of hoped for. Overall, I just really enjoyed this film for what it was, and I have to rate it simply 7.2 out of 10. And those are just my personal thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours down in comments below. Let me know what you thought of this film. How does it compare to the original, or even Lady and the Tramp 2? Because pretty soon I'll be ranking all of the Lady and Tramp, as well as all of the Disney live-action movies from the worst to the best. And you don't want to miss that, so if you're new here, please click that subscribe button. And also be sure to check out some of these other videos right here on the screen. And be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And I'll be back for more movie reviews, rankings, and more.